Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Sam. I'm a professional hairstylist, which may be hard to believe with how crazy my hair looks right now. It needs to be washed, it's my day off, and I was just really anxious to film this video, so I didn't feel like spending a lot of time fussing with it, okay? So try to disregard that, but today I wanted to react to this video that my boyfriend actually showed me last night. I was like, okay, hang on. This is something that I need to do a video on, and I need to react to it and share my thoughts, and I want to hear your thoughts. Basically, a woman's at the salon getting her hair done, and the hairstylist lets her know that she's going to have her assistant step in and take over and finish the color application, and the client is really hesitant and resistant towards it, and then things escalate. So I want us to watch it together, but before we do that, I want to let you guys know that my merch is officially available. The website is now live by the time that you're watching this video. So if you are interested in getting any merch, the shirt I'm wearing is actually one of the pieces that's available. We have t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, crop tops, mugs, a phone case, and stickers. And all of the pieces are very wearable. It's not just like a bunch of t-shirts with my name just slapped on the front. So even if you aren't a regular viewer of mine, there might be some pieces on there that you might want to get as well. So if you want to pause this video and go to the website, I will have the link to it in the description. And if you do pick anything up, make sure to take a photo of your piece once it arrives, and then tag me on Instagram at @StyledBySamVay, and then also use the hashtag SamVayMerch so that I can find all of your posts and I can repost and shout you out. I'm so excited, and thank you guys so much for all of your love and support and your excitement for this whole merch launch. It really just means so much to me, and I love you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up the video and I will have it playing right here.
She's gonna do it exactly like I do it. Robin, you need to be more trusting. No.
Did anyone else think she had a neck brace on at first? Just me?
But it's me. I would never do anything to make you uncomfortable.
I know, I just want to do it.
Well,
You're supposed to be with the customer.
oh, not in this room. I'm the boss here, Robin.
I'm not paying her, I'm paying you.
Nope, but I pay her, so she does what I say. And
Oh, come on, Sharon.
You'll be fine. You want to leave?
I will, if you don't do my hair.
You have your color on, and you want to talk to me like that?
Yeah.
Robin!
Sharon.
Robin, she's my assistant.
She's got a hair. I want you to do my hair. I'm not
Robin.
going to tell you again.
Robin, don't talk to me that way.
I can't.
You can go. No, you're not going to talk to me that way.
Oh my God.
Robin,
you
you
do
don't.
me like this?
Robin, you're not going to talk to me disrespectfully. It
Well, then
is
you don't either. I'm
not.
paying to have you do my shoes.
Right. And just relax. Take a
I
breath.
will.
Take a breath.
I just feel really bad this whole time for the poor assistant that's just sitting there like, ooh.
Robin, you can't talk to people like that and think that people are just going to, like, do whatever you say.
I came to get my hair.
I know, and I am running a full-blown business, and I'm training someone, and wait, really, honestly, Robin, if you don't want to hear me out and, like, get to the resolution of this, you can leave with half your color on. Are you gonna fucking hit me? Robin, get the fuck out.
Okay. This whole time, I mean, and after the video's over, I will share, like, all of my thoughts and like really break it all down, but I kind of like was feeling for the client a little bit. She clearly was uncomfortable, but she was trying to like be nice about it. But what? Like, why? The fact that you would ever try to get physically violent with somebody, and like, I don't think she actually really hit her. I think she was trying to just like psych her out. But like, why would you even go to that? Like, why would that even be your reaction? Like, what is wrong with you? You're a grown-ass woman, and you're literally acting like a little child.
Robin, get out, and do not cause a scene in my business. You just almost went to hit me, and you know what? It's on camera. Robin, you didn't? Oh, get out. Here, let me get this.
Oh my God.
Ew, Robin, that was fucking disgusting. You just made me waste products.
Oh my God, you're going to let me go out.
You want to disrespect me? Look how you just spoke to me, and like, she just saw that. Robin, I'm just
I
having...
apologize. I'm having a lot of stress in my life.
Robin, that was a lot, Robin.
Oh my God.
Pause. Okay, first of all, can we talk about the "this is our happy place" sign on the wall? I just feel like that makes this whole situation just so much funnier. But what a typical, like, I follow a lot of Karen accounts because I just find them like really entertaining. It's just so funny how they will like get nasty and they'll get disrespectful with you, attempt to hit you in this case, but then as soon as there's like repercussions and consequences for their actions and they realize like they're not gonna get their way, then all of a sudden they turn to the whole like, I'm sorry, I'm just going through a lot right now, I'm stressed and I da-da-da-da. Like, I'm sorry, but we're all stressed and we all are going through things. That doesn't give you the right or an excuse to go around being rude to other people and to try to hit them. I don't know, I find that so funny. It's like very by the book. It's like Karen 101.
I'm sorry, Robin, please. No, Robin.
Please.
Robin, not
Please.
like, come on, Robin. I need you to go. We're gonna have to reschedule.
Like literally begging to get her hair done.
Like, I've never had someone do that to
Well,
me.
I can't go with my hair.
But you should think about that before you are disrespectful. That was like wild, Robin. Like, I've never had that.
Okay, fine.
Robin, let's just deal with this later. Like, I just need you to go. Like, that was super disrespectful.
And the assistant the whole time is just sitting
I
there.
really took care of you when no one in the other
Just
salon
like-
wanted to do your hair. I wanted to do your hair. We created a bond.
Poor girl.
And you just you're just gonna go on and wash it. Robin, you can't disrespect people and expect people to do services for you. This is a service. It's not like the bank. You know what I mean? Like, I understand your situation with the bank, but you can't come in here in my business and make it like
I have a lot of pressure.
I'm
my daughter.
You know, I have a lot of pressure too. We all have pressure. Let's just end this. Here, Robin. Honestly, I appreciate you. Like, I'm wasting so much product, and like, I don't want you to waste your time because that was a lot. Like, I'm gonna need you to go.
All right, we have a lot to unpack here. And obviously this video, like, it's starting kind of already in the middle of everything. We don't know like the backstory, and I was trying to find stuff online. If you guys know more information about this situation, let me know in the comments. But based on what I can see just from that clip that we watched, it seems like a client came in for a color retouch. She's just getting permanent color put on her roots. I'm assuming she probably has grays and she just likes to get them covered over. The stylist was doing her hair and she had her assistant. I believe she said that she is trying to train her and she wanted her to come and take over. It looked like she had already did like about half of the client's head, and then she wanted the assistant to jump in and finish the rest of it. Now, a lot of hairstylists have assistants, and it really makes our job a lot easier because it's like there's two of us now, so we can get double the amount of work done in half the amount of time. And a lot of people will choose to assist before having their own chair and clients of their own, because yeah, we go to school and they teach us all of the basics, but you really need that hands-on experience to get really good at what you do. Some salons also will require a stylist to assist for a certain period of time before they allow them to have their own chair and their own clients, so that all of the stylists there were trained the same way and work the same way in order to keep consistency within the salon. The service that this client is getting done, again, based on just what I can tell from the clip, is a color retouch. So like I said, she's just getting permanent color just placed on her roots where she has her new freshly grown in hair. A color retouch is one of the simplest color services that exist. It's very straightforward, it's very basic, and honestly the most complicated part of it is the formulating and mixing the color. Since the hairstylist already had applied like half of the color on her head, I'm assuming she is the one who mixed up the formula already. There's nothing at this point that the assistant could do to mess up. The worst thing that would happen is maybe she misses a couple spots and like doesn't saturate enough somewhere, and so the color doesn't take perfectly. Some spots might need to be touched up. And I'm sure that this assistant, again, you can't have an assistant just be somebody like who walks right off the street. She either is in beauty school still or has graduated and now has her license. So I'm sure this is not the first time she's doing a color retouch. I don't think that there's anything wrong with a hairstylist having their assistant step in and help them or take over a service, because that's what they're there for. They're there to learn and they're there to help you and to assist you. And I do think that it is so awesome and so badass, and I really commend her for standing her ground and just immediately being like, no, you are not going to talk to me like that. You can't be disrespectful to me, because I know I really struggle with putting my foot down. I can be a little bit of a pushover. I get like kind of awkward in moments of confrontation. However, I do not think that the hairstylist was 100% in the right. Now, again, we're not seeing the situation from the very beginning of the appointment, so we don't know what conversation they had when the client first came in, but I'm going to use context clues here and just kind of assume, based on the client's reaction, it doesn't seem like they had a conversation about this prior to her beginning the color application. And I think that's where the hairstylist was in the wrong. If she was gonna have her assistant take over with the color application, she should have asked the client if she would be comfortable with that. Hey Robin, I have my assistant so-and-so here. She's training with me, so I'm going to be mixing up your color for you, and I'm gonna start the application, and then if you're comfortable with that, she's gonna take over and finish the application. And while yes, as a hairstylist, like I said, you do have the right to have an assistant and to have your assistant, take over and help you with things. But if the client doesn't feel comfortable with that, she has every right to not have the assistant do her hair. And she has the right to just say no and not get her hair done. And like I said, there isn't really any way that the assistant could have messed up. And even if she did not saturate enough or she missed a spot or something like that, if you're training someone, presumably you're gonna be standing there next to them, watching them and helping them. I don't think that Robin would have left the salon with her hair a mess or looking bad, I'm sure that she would have left with it looking the same way that it always does. But I think that something that we need to keep in mind as hairstylists is that some people have really bad salon anxiety. And I've had a few people reach out to me and tell me that they would love to go to a salon to get their hair done, but just something about going to a salon and like finding a stylist that you trust enough really gives you anxiety and it freaks you out. And Robin could very well feel the same way. Maybe she had really bad salon anxiety and it took her a while to find a stylist that she felt comfortable with, and now she finally did, and all of a sudden in the middle of the service the stylist just springs on her like, hey, by the way, I'm gonna have somebody else step in, someone that you don't know. So even though her reaction in the end was totally ridiculous, I don't completely fault her for feeling uncomfortable and like also just put on the spot, I've been seeing a lot of people online saying that the client didn't want the assistant to do her hair because she's like not white. And I mean, obviously I don't know this woman. I don't know if she's racist or not, but I don't necessarily think that this is just about race. I think that it's more likely that she just didn't feel comfortable having the assistant do her hair because she's an assistant. She's not this woman's hairstylist and she doesn't know her. But you guys will have to let me know what you think. Comment down below. Do you think that this is a race thing? Or do you think that maybe she was just worried that the assistant wasn't going to be as experienced? But I do think that the hairstylist should have been more understanding. And like I said, I think that she should have had that conversation with her before she actually began the service. I do think that it's very ballsy of her to just kick her out with the color still on her hair. Nothing bad is gonna happen to her hair because it seems like it was just color. Color like that just stops processing after a certain amount of time and then it doesn't do anything. So it's not like, oh, now her hair is gonna get damaged because it's not gonna get rinsed out quickly enough. But you're sending someone out of your salon with color on half of their head. She can go out there now and be like, can you believe this? My hairstylist sent me out like this. Don't ever go to this girl. She could go and take pictures and leave bad reviews, post on social media about it. And if you don't already have like a really good, solid, established reputation, that could ultimately hurt your reputation and you could lose a lot of clients or potential clients from that. She also could just be like a really pain in the ass, nitpicky client, and maybe the hairstylist was just like ready for any excuse to just fire her based on what she said towards the end about how no other stylist in the salon wanted to do your hair. And again, that's just me using context clues and just kind of making assumptions. Lastly though, I want to talk about the poor assistant. I feel so bad for her because I have been in that situation, not to that extreme, luckily. But I know when I first started out, I assisted while I was still in beauty school. So I was shampooing clients, I would blow dry and style clients. Sometimes I would be applying root color to them. I would apply toner to their hair. And every so often I would have a client that was a little bit uncomfortable and was like, I don't know who you are, you're new, you're still in school, I don't think I trust you. Even after I graduated and I had my license and I had my own chair, when they hear that you are fresh out of school, you really have to work to earn their trust. While that is understandable, it's kind of a crappy feeling as the hairstylist or the assistant. It just makes you feel extra nervous because you know that now this person is really looking at every little thing that you're doing, and you feel like if you're not as fast as the other more experienced stylist, or you have like a single moment of hesitation where you know, maybe don't do something right or you second guess yourself, they are just judging you and watching you the whole time and just like expecting you to do something wrong. It's really hard to feel confident in those kinds of situations. So yeah, I just felt really bad for her the whole time, just sitting there like, ugh. So yeah, I don't know. Overall, I just feel like this whole situation really just got blown out of proportion. I feel like it could have been handled in a much better, more civilized and compassionate way. And I feel like they both had some valid points, but at the same time, they also both were in the wrong in some ways. Those are all of my thoughts. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this situation? Who are you siding with? And how would you have handled this situation differently from a hairstylist and a client's perspective? Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, the link to my merch is in the description, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!